Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Hey guys, I did get a check one too. I got to check real quick. He checks me all the time. I think that's why he said it. Okay, no. Today we want to talk about um well, Dan wants to talk about.
I always want to talk about it, right?
Yeah. All right. My first business meeting. And the director of that meeting that called the shots and told me we were going to meet with someone was Dan, actually. I mean, I've had business meetings where it's like, I have a supervisor or, one of our leaders at a job in my past say, okay, we're going to have a meeting at this time, be there or be square. But it's never been someone so close to me and in such a small, scale as far as number of people. When he told me we were just hanging out and he just was like, hey, we're going to meet up with, two other people and I'd like you to be there. And I'd like for you to mastermind with us and share ideas and so forth. I was just like, really? Like, I was shocked, like, okay, just like that. Like, right now, like, I'm used to having to prepare. Like, this is not just an impromptu type thing. And especially if it's just a couple of us and, it's not a meeting where we have a supervisor speaking to us in large quantities and we don't really have to say anything. This was totally different for me than what I was used to and what, I had experienced before. So, needless to say, I was just, I got very excited. I'm like, okay, great. He wants me to be there and I want to be there. So, let's do this. I totally acted like I knew what I was going to say. It was so nonchalant. Up to this day, he just found out actually right now that it was my first business meeting. He was like, we were coming masterminding about a topic for you all to share. And when he told me that, when he thought of the idea of the topic, I was just like, oh, yeah, I can definitely talk about my first time, in that type of business meeting. And he was just like, it was your first time? I'm like, yeah. So he just found that out today after almost 3 years. So that means I played it off well. That means I wasn't looking nervous and all of that, even though I really was, but I didn't show it. Okay. And one of the things that we've learned is fake it till you make it. And boy, that faking it worked. I faked it and we ended up having a great business meeting that day. And I don't think, I mean, if he wasn't able to tell that it was, my first time in that type of business setting, I'm sure that they weren't able to tell either. And I don't think so because the whole time that we worked together, they equally respected me, and they valued my thoughts and opinions, my ideas. And I'm very thankful for that because it definitely got my feet wet with having that type of meeting and everything's a learning experience and I just look at that as one of my first experiences in pushing forward.
Forward. Hasta adelante vamos. Hasta adelante. Right?
Yes.
But I didn't know that it was your first business meeting. At the same time, she said, boy, did I fake it, but the fact is that I knew, knowing Priscilla, knowing the type of person she is, knowing that she's a very bright, smart, wonderful woman, and I'm glad to have her in my
Thank
life.
you.
I'm blessed to have her in my life. You're welcome.
I'm blessed as well.
All right, now all this lovey-dovey stuff, but yeah. Anyways, I basically knew. It's like when you talk about ideas with others or you're masterminding with others, you have to make sure you're mentally preparing yourself for moments like that. to mastermind with others. And it's when a time comes, you might feel like, oh, you're faking it till you make it. But the thing is that as long as you're content and you know what's in your mind, and you know your capability, you know your potential, and you know what you can do, when those moments come about, that those opportunities, you're prepared. And that feeling that you're feeling like you're faking it, it's not that, because what we did was we talked ideas, we prepared what we were gonna do, and we sat there, and we made sure that we surrounded ourselves in a good environment, to sit down about things like this.
Well, I didn't know who we were gonna meet with and what we were gonna say. I mean, like I didn't really have an idea, who, what, where, when. It was an impromptu. I didn't know what kind of people to expect. I think I did ask him, like who's gonna be there. He told me like it's gonna be a guy and a lady. I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking like, are these like high executive people? Like I had no idea what to expect, which it does matter because that's gonna determine how you're gonna dress. What it has a lot to do with who it's gonna be, and I had no idea.
She had no idea. She had no idea, but I knew it was going to be like-minded to her. I knew these people. I knew who I was meeting with. I knew that I could, have Priscilla be there in a meeting like that, of that nature. And for her not even knowing, who she's going to meet, she's a woman. You got to get prepared, this and that. But still, we even made sure that we were there at the right time. But my point is that we went forward and we discussed ideas. We decided what we were going to do. We were in good environment. We were in good company, and we moved forward. We moved forward, and a lot of good things came from it.
Well,
And I could say that for everybody that was sitting at that table. And that's basically what I was wanting to talk about, is because you have the mentality to want to succeed. So what do? You make sure that you attract those things that you need to your life. And when you attract those and you put those positive vibrations out into the universe, they're going to come back to you. When they come back to you, you're going to know. And if you're not faking it, if that's what you're asking for, what you've done is you've made it, not faked it, you've made it. So you do that, and you take the opportunity, you seize the moment. I like Al Capone's quote. He said it best. He said, in this American system of ours, call it capitalism, call it what you will, it gives each and every one of us a great opportunity if we seize it with both hands and make the most of it. Right?
I like that. I agree with that. What I mean with faking it until you make it is that it's your attitude within. Inside, you might not feel totally comfortable, but that's good. If you're not feeling uncomfortable, then I've learned that you're not doing what it takes, okay? Because from the words of Robert Kiyosaki, we were actually seeing a video that he made a couple days ago about 4 different types of people. And one of those people, Dan, you can help me out with this because it's been a couple of days and I was kind of tired late at night. But one of those people are the comfortable people. One of those are the
right people.
Yeah, the right people, the comfortable. So those who want to be right, okay. And there's
the struggling.
The struggling.
And then the winning.
The winning. That's the.
All we do is win, no matter what. Even when we lose, we get right back up.
Okay. So those
Remix.
are the 4.
Check 1, 2. Is the mic working? I guess it is.
The camera's shaking a lot. Yeah. So, thank you, Dan. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. So, basically, what I mean with fake it is like inside, I was playing the role of, your inner self, your scared self. I had all those feelings, but on the outside, I was a different person. I was a Sasha Fierce. I was I'm here. Which, what we're gonna talk about. I'm ready. Well, not like that. Of course, I was professional, but you know what I mean. I had that attitude that like I'm present and I'm ready to get down to business. And so my point about faking it is, don't let your inner feelings stop you. On the outside, give yourself that feeling that's like I am Sasha Fierce. Yes, I am. That's me, you know? And
Sasha Priss.
what did my friends say? They're like, Priscilla Persuasion. I like that. I like
Ooh,
that.
suave.
Shout out to my girls.
So would you say it's fair? Would you say it's fair to say that when you have that feeling of faking it till you make it? Would you say it's like that when you get that feeling, it's that uncomfortable feeling, and you want that feeling, right? Because you know that you're doing something that's out of your comfort zone, but you know it's for the good, right?
You're the winner. You're not the comfortable, the struggling, the right person, which always wants to be right. Oh, it's instead of struggling, it's actually the person that always wants to be liked. That's scared to like.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's the person that doesn't want to let anybody down, or doesn't is scared about what people think. That's in place of struggling. That's what it is. But anyhow, like I said, I guess we were both tired. We
Guess
were
so.
both tired, but that's it.
But even then, even when we're tired, even when we're like going down, we don't pop on like a reality TV show on cable or anything like that.
Mm-mm.
We just pop in something that's
We
gonna
got our
motivate
own
us, that's gonna
reality
educate,
life.
yeah, it's gonna educate us. We have our own business to mind. Mind your business, mind your business. That's all. Mind your business. But anyways, that's good things to do is to feed your mind, let your mind just indulge all the from others that are doing it, that are successful, that are making money, that are doing the things that you want, that are having acquiring the things that you want, that are coming to you. How are you going to manage what you receive? Because we all deserve the best, and God has blessed us with good life, with the ability to do whatever it is that we want. No one is different from anybody else. We're all Jesus little children.
Jesus, little children.
So that's, I guess that's all I gotta say.
Okay.
What you said was powerful. That was awesome. That
Thank
was
you.
awesome.
You too. So,
This is ECFB signing out. Have a good night.